Feeding your cat might seem like one of the simplest daily tasks. You scoop the food, fill the bowl, and watch them eat. But behind that easy act lies something much more powerful. Every portion, every habit, and every gap between meals shapes your cat's organs, hormones, and emotional health for years to come. Cats do not count calories or follow clocks. They follow instinct, rhythm, and trust. When feeding becomes steady, calm, and thoughtful, their whole body reacts with balance, confidence, and health. So do not just think about when you feed your cat. Think about how that moment feels. Because behind every meal lies something deeper: safety, presence, and love. Most cat owners believe feeding twice a day is the golden rule. Morning and night, nice and balanced. It feels structured, reliable, and even responsible. But what if that well-meaning routine could silently hurt your cat? The truth is, how often and how much you feed them depends on more than just ease. It depends on biology, age, lifestyle, and even emotional health. Today, I will share the real science behind feline feeding frequency and how small changes in your cat's diet can greatly improve their health, mood, and lifespan. Welcome to Cat Care Academy, where we mix science, kindness, and daily practice to help every cat live a longer, calmer, and happier life. Here, we do not just love cats, we understand them. Because being a great cat parent is not only about affection, it is about awareness, observation, and connection. So, let us uncover the truth behind your cat's feeding habits and how to make every meal a moment of wellness. Point 1. Kittens from birth to 8 weeks. Nature's formula only. Newborn kittens are entirely dependent on their mother's milk. It contains the perfect balance of protein, fat, antibodies, and enzymes that no store-bought food can copy. Feeding solid food before 8 weeks can damage their delicate digestive system, cause stomach upset, and weaken their immunity for life. If a kitten is orphaned, the only safe choice is a special kitten milk replacer. Never use cow's milk. Cow's milk causes bloating, cramps, and poor nutrition. During these first 2 months, nutrition is not just food, it is a foundation. Every sip shapes their future digestion, growth, and strength. What happens in these early weeks defines your cat's lifelong energy. Point 2. 2 to 3 months, the curiosity stage. At this age, kittens burn through calories faster than you can blink. Their tiny bodies are building muscle, bone, and coordination all at once. That is why they need 4 to 5 small meals per day. Not because they are spoiled, but because they are growing. Their stomachs are small, and long gaps between meals can cause dangerous drops in blood sugar, known as hypoglycemia. If you have ever seen a kitten shake, get wobbly, or suddenly tired before a meal, that is not laziness. It is a cry for help. Consistent small meals keep their energy steady and their mood balanced. Skipping even one can leave lasting effects on their tiny hearts and minds. Have you ever noticed your kitten getting restless or loud before meals? Tell me in the comments. Sometimes those little signals are their way of saying, "I am hungry, but I trust you will take care of me." Point 3. 3 to 6 months, the move to a routine. Now, your kitten's body is getting stronger, but their digestion is still developing. This is the perfect time to slowly shift from 5 meals to 3 or 4 per day. But changing slowly is key. Cutting back food too quickly can trigger vomiting, bloating, or food worry. Feeding small, steady portions at the same times each day helps control hormones, metabolism, and even behavior. Cats love predictability. It lowers stress and strengthens the bond they feel with you. In fact, cat experts say many naughty habits in young cats, like meowing at night or biting while playing, often lead back to irregular feeding times. Routine is not just physical food, it is emotional safety. Point 4. 6 months to 1 year, the teenage phase. Now, your cat is a teenager, curious, independent, and full of energy. At this stage, you can move to 2 to 3 meals per day, depending on how active they are and their body type. Indoor cats who nap often may do well on 2 meals, while playful active cats may need 3. Always measure portions based on weight and energy, not just habit. Overfeeding can lead to obesity, one of the most common health issues in cats today. Studies from Hill's Pet Nutrition show that overweight cats are at higher risk for diabetes, arthritis, and heart disease. Feeding measured portions and setting meal times helps keep metabolism steady, weight stable, and mood calm. Remember, the healthiest cats are not the ones who eat the most. They are the ones who eat smart. Point 5. Adult cats, when routine becomes a risk. For adult cats, 2 meals a day seems simple enough, but not all cats do well on it. Large breeds or active outdoor cats may need 3 smaller meals, while indoor cats may do better with controlled portions and light snacks throughout the day. The biggest mistake is leaving food out all the time. Free feeding, as it is called, may sound easy, but it is one of the top causes of cat obesity and digestive issues. According to the Association of American Feed Control Officials, AAFCO, steady feeding times support better metabolism and prevent overeating. Scheduled feeding also strengthens the human-cat bond because each meal becomes a moment of connection, not just eating. Point 6. Senior cats. Gentle nutrition for aging bodies. As cats grow older, their metabolism slows down, digestion becomes less efficient, and staying hydrated becomes more critical. Dividing meals into 3 or 4 smaller portions throughout the day helps maintain steady blood sugar, reduces nausea, and improves how they take medicine. Senior cats often feel less thirsty, so mixing wet and dry food or adding warm water or broth supports kidney and liver function. According to studies by the Cornell Feline Health Center, senior cats who eat smaller, moisture-rich meals show better energy, smoother digestion, and lower stress levels. Feeding your older cat gently is more than nutrition, it is respect for their aging body and spirit. Point 7. The hidden factor: speed of eating. Even if your feeding schedule is perfect, how your cat eats matters as much as when. Cats that eat too quickly risk vomiting, choking, or indigestion. Fast eating is often emotional, a leftover instinct from survival where food was hard to find. You can slow them down easily using puzzle feeders or special bowls, which turn mealtime into a calming experience. Behavior studies show that cats who eat slowly release more serotonin, the happiness hormone. Mealtime should never be a race. It is a ritual of peace and trust. Let feeding be mindful, not mechanical. Point 8. The wet versus dry debate. Many cat owners wonder whether wet or dry food is better. The truth is, both have benefits, and both can be bad if used incorrectly. Dry food supports dental health and is easy, but it is dehydrating if it is the only thing offered. Wet food provides hydration and is easier to digest, especially for seniors. The best diet often includes a mix of both, balancing water and nutrients. Cats naturally get most of their water from prey, so feeding only dry kibble can lead to long-term dehydration and urinary issues. Research from the Cornell University College of Veterinary Medicine confirms that hydration is one of the most overlooked parts of cat wellness. Point 9. The emotional side of feeding. For cats, feeding is not just biological, it is emotional communication. When you feed them steadily and with focus, they link you with comfort and safety. Skipping or delaying meals creates stress, anxiety, and even behavior issues like over-grooming or aggression. A calm, predictable feeding moment tells your cat, you are safe, and when they eat peacefully, you will notice softer eyes, slower tail movements, and a relaxed body. Feeding time is bonding time, a silent talk between you and your cat that builds trust beyond words. Point 10. The real secret: mindful feeding. Science may explain the how, but love explains the why. Feeding your cat with awareness, noticing their habits, likes, and emotions, turns a routine into a relationship. Notice how they wait near the bowl, how their whiskers move with excitement, and how they look up at you before eating. Those moments are connection in motion. The healthiest feeding routine is not the one that follows a strict clock. It is the one filled with intent, respect, and peace. Because feeding is not just nutrition, it is presence. It is a daily promise that says, I see you, I care, and I am here. There is no single feeding rule for everyone, only what is right for your cat's age, body, and soul. Pay attention to their appetite, bathroom habits, coat, and behavior. These signs tell you more about their health than any book ever could. Feeding is not a mechanical act. It is communication, care, and connection. Every meal says something about love, rhythm, and trust. When you fill that bowl, you are not just feeding the body, you are nurturing the bond. As the sound of the bowl touches the floor and your cat lifts their eyes toward you, let that moment mean something. It is not just hunger being met. It is love being spoken silently and sincerely every single day. Feed with care. Live with kindness. Let love be the lasting flavor.